love y'all. We love everybody watching. So happy. Pop's coming home. God bless. God bless the whole world.
What was going through your head when the verdict was read? Happy.
King Combs has officially broken his silence, and his words are making waves. After days of speculation and media frenzy following Diddy's bombshell courtroom verdict, fans were glued to their screens, waiting for a response from the music mogul's son. And now we finally have it. Is he celebrating his father's courtroom win, standing by him, or dropping subtle clues that there's more going on behind the scenes than we realize? Before we unpack what King Combs really said and what it could mean for the Combs family moving forward, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. On July 2nd, 2025, the verdict in Sean Diddy Combs' federal trial sent shockwaves across the entertainment world. After weeks of graphic testimony, emotional courtroom moments, and intense public debate, the jury returned with a split decision that no one saw coming. Diddy was found guilty on 2 counts of transporting women across state lines for the purposes of prostitution, serious federal offenses under the Mann Act. However, in a stunning twist, he was acquitted on the most severe charges, including sex trafficking and racketeering conspiracy. This verdict hit the industry like a lightning bolt. While some saw it as a partial win for Diddy, others pointed out that 2 felony convictions still carry real consequences, both legally and reputationally. Each conviction holds a maximum sentence of 10 years, with sentencing scheduled for October 3rd, 2025. For a man whose brand once symbolized untouchable success, the reality of prison time now hangs in the air.
Today's a great victory. It's a great victory for Sean Combs. It's a great victory for the jury system. You saw that the Southern District of New York prosecutors came at him with all that they had. They're not stopping, but one thing stands between all of us and a prison, and that is a jury of 12 citizens.
But beyond the courtroom, the entertainment world responded with a mix of relief, outrage, and uncertainty. Some fellow artists and insiders voiced cautious support, while advocacy groups and many fans questioned how someone with so many accusations could walk away without facing the harshest penalties.
Following the split verdict, Combs' longtime nemesis, 50 Cent, reacted to the news on Instagram, writing, quote, "Diddy beat the feds, that boy a bad man. Eat the Rico, he, the gay John Gotti," he said in reference to the mob boss who was acquitted on racketeering charges. Aubrey O'Day, who has long been outspoken about her experience working with the rap mogul during her time in the 2000s girl group Danity Kane, also reacted to the news.
Oh, this makes me physically ill.
Lobby.
Sure.
And, the prosecution strategy with showing that video, or with knowing that video was going to be shown to the jury, was, well, domestic abuse did
Wolf
happen.
is silent.
They said, look, domestic abuse happened, but
Wolf
there
is
was no sex
silent.
Right.
Now, previously, for most of Diddy's trial, the Combs family said absolutely nothing. While the media swirled with allegations, courtroom updates, and explosive testimonies, Diddy's inner circle, especially his children, avoided the spotlight. Reporters tried to get statements, photos, or even reactions, but the family kept things tight. No press answers, no interviews, not even a comment in passing. They made it clear they weren't going to speak while the trial was in motion. But just as the trial neared its end, with only a day or 2 before the jury was set to return a verdict, everything shifted. King Combs, Diddy's son and rising rapper, teamed up with none other than Kanye West to drop a track titled Diddy Free. The song immediately caught attention.
Kanye dropped a new song via his X account. The song is called Lonely Roads Still Go to Sunshine. This song features Diddy. It features Christian Combs, who is Diddy's son. It features Northwest, who is the daughter of Kim Kardashian and Kanye West. Now let's take a listen to the opening of the song, which opens with Diddy on a phone call.
I want to thank you so much for just taking care of my kids, man. And ain't nobody reach out to them. Ain't nobody call them. You know what I'm saying? Nobody. You know what I'm saying? That meant so much. You know what I'm saying? That you reached out to them and took the money away while I'm in this. And I appreciate you. Bird up, man.
Yeah, absolutely. I love you so much, man. It's like you raised me even when I didn't know you. You know what I'm saying?
Fans and critics alike were stunned, not just by the collaboration, but by the message. It wasn't subtle. The track was a clear and emotional show of support for Diddy, coming at a time when the world was still unsure how the verdict would land. Now, more recently, Kanye was also in the courthouse backing Diddy publicly, bringing even more heat to the release. The lyrics of the song hit on themes of injustice, loyalty, and legacy, painting Diddy as a target and sending a bold statement to both supporters and doubters. The release of this track also raised plenty of eyebrows, not just because of its bold timing, but because of what it might really represent. While it clearly came across as a show of support for Diddy during his trial, many fans believe the message may have been layered. With King Combs himself now facing legal fire, the track could also have been a way for him to push back on the scrutiny aimed in his own direction. That's because quietly running parallel to Diddy's criminal case is a civil lawsuit that pulls in far more than just the music mogul. Filed earlier this year by an anonymous woman, the lawsuit accuses Diddy of sex trafficking, abuse, and exploitation. But what shook people even more was that both of his sons, King Combs and Justin Combs, were also named in the case. The plaintiff alleges that she was trafficked and abused over a number of years, and that Diddy's sons were either present during certain incidents or enabled the behavior through silence and proximity.
So Markey was apparently a steward working aboard a yacht that was rented by Sean Combs in December of 2022 for a holiday celebration with his family, when she claims she was sexually assaulted by Christian Combs. And within weeks of Sean Combs' homes being raided back in March by federal agents, Markey filed a civil complaint against Christian and named his father, Sean Combs, in the suit as well for allegedly facilitating this assault to occur. Now, through her attorney, Markey put out a statement after Sean Combs was arrested saying, quote, "The long-awaited federal arrest of Sean Combs is the first step for our clients receiving justice. We leave the criminal aspect of this case in the hands of the people and justice system. As for the civil cases, we await our time for the facts to reveal themselves and seek the justice our clients deserve." It goes on to say, "We also anticipate more victims coming forward. We knew this was coming. The evidence is very clear, and it was only a matter of time. This is an important step towards justice for all of Mr. Combs' victims, including my clients. Justice will prevail."
Though neither son has been criminally charged, the inclusion of their names in the civil case has put intense public pressure on the entire Combs family. The case is still developing, and many of the details remain sealed or undisclosed, but the implications are serious. This isn't just about a father under fire. Now the legal spotlight is stretching across generations, but all that stress and pressure seem to melt away for a moment due to their father's verdict. Outside the courtroom, the whole Combs family looked truly happy. His sons were smiling, his daughters stood close to their grandmother, and even Diddy's mom looked like she was holding back tears. It was the first time they had shown any emotion in public. For months, the family had stayed quiet while facing huge media attention. Now, when the verdict finally came in, they felt like a weight had been lifted off their shoulders.
Once court was adjourned, family members cheered today's verdict. Combs' son, Christian, telling ABC News how happy he is.
Hey, yo, we love y'all. We love everybody watching. So happy. Pop's coming home. God bless. God bless the whole world.
What was going through your head when the verdict was read? Happy.
Joining me now, Irina Roy, just outside court, legal contributor Bernardo Villalona, and also senior entertainment reporter Kelly Carter. All right, Rena, do we have any update on whether the judge will decide to release Combs at this hour?
Kira, no decision quite yet from the judge. Just a couple of minutes ago, though, I can tell you we saw the Combs family van pull up to court once again, presumably to hear this decision on whether or not Combs will be released. The deadline that the judge gave both the prosecution and the defense just passed a couple of minutes ago. They were set to turn in their letters at 1 p.m.
But this happiness didn't last long, because just a few hours after the verdict, things quickly changed. What looked like a big win for Diddy took a serious turn when the judge denied his request for bail. That meant he wouldn't be going home. He'd be staying in jail while he waits for sentencing. His lawyers had asked the court to let him go home under strict rules. They said he would give up his passport, stay on house arrest, and wear an ankle monitor. They also argued that he had followed all the rules during the trial and wasn't trying to run away. But the prosecutors strongly disagreed. They said Diddy had too much money, too many connections around the world, and that the crimes he was found guilty of were too serious to ignore. The judge ended up agreeing with the prosecution. He ruled that Diddy had to stay in custody until the next court date. This came as a shock to many people. Right after the verdict, Diddy and his team were celebrating. Some thought he had beaten the worst of the case, but the bail denial reminded everyone that this isn't over yet. Outro. Now, instead of heading home, Diddy will wait for sentencing behind bars. Fans who thought this was the start of a comeback are starting to realize that more serious consequences may still be ahead. But let us know what you think. Will Diddy be heading home soon? Or is he looking at 10 years behind bars? And before you go, make sure to hit that subscribe button. We'll see you in the next one.